Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Terrapins will kick it away first. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Russo. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the Wildcats brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Trying to find his man on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The ball pops out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hands it off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Now the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Boone. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Give to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
He is snapped at the 47-yard line. It's third down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The snap sets up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll put the tight end in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Russo. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle, and you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Boone. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Second and goal coming up. Fast motion from the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. They cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. We can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on this.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, the ground game. Open space at the 25. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
29 Philly.
They'll run it from the gun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Black 24. Black 24.
He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the back. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Kansas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They move the tight end all over. On the ground, it's Petty.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. 1st down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He looks that one in nicely.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give on the inside. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Maryland 21, Kentucky 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Okay, ready?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Kentucky 7.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Petty. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Try to barge their way in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1 yard line. The running back, you can tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
All kinds of running room. The 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The give to the left. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the Kentucky offense will take over 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover, and got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
2nd down.
The Terrapins look to do some damage in the red zone.
Pound 55 weak.
The play action fake. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Maryland! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
On the play. And that's good enough for 1st.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff.